Hello guys, it's Ivan here. Today I am going to talk about a little bit about intimacy, which is heavily inspired by this TED Talk called The Anatomy of Intimacy by Alicia Lockley. You guys should definitely check that out because it inspired most of the things I want to hint on, but I'm just gonna hint on them, so please go check that out because then you'll get a better understanding of what I'm talking about. Anyway, quickly let's get into it. Let's get to the hints that the book Cliff's notes of the video of this video that I've just told you guys to go watch, The Anatomy of Intimacy by Alicia Lockley. Anyway, so obviously we all know that when we hear the word intimacy, we think about sex and all of the bad things that happen there. But what we don't know is that that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? There's a massive iceberg beneath the water. But when you dig into it, you find that intimacy is actually a scary thing because it's letting yourself fall, dive, or self-unravel in front of someone else. Basically, letting yourself be broken in front of someone else. At the very basic level, it's being vulnerable with someone, which, if you understand what that means, it's literally giving up a proportion of your right to be in control. Definitely scary. A scary thing to do because some people have experienced that, when they've been vulnerable with someone that took advantage of their vulnerability, they ended up being hurt, right? And when you hurt, obviously your default or natural setting is to retract. But what you don't realize is, as understandable as it is, that when you hurt, your natural instinct is to retract, right? Someone up ahead, someone you may meet in your near future may need to rely on your vulnerability, may need you to catch them when they fall apart. So basically what I just said there is, when you retract, that means you become emotionally detached because you're saying, because I've been hurt, no one else deserves to be familiar with me, right? What you don't realize is someone up ahead in your future that you might meet may need to rely on your vulnerability when they're falling apart, right? Anyway, why am I bringing this topic up? Again, guys, go check out that TED Talk. It's definitely worth it. She goes deeper into this, and the whole TED Talk is definitely interesting. I definitely recommend checking it out. Please, you guys, go check it out. Anyway, why I am talking about this is because obviously I'm not very high on the IQ scale, because I don't know. But I want to pride myself in EQ because personally, regardless of how awesome the things you might do with the high IQ are, personally I feel like EQ beats IQ anytime. That's my opinion. So what also that means, or rather what that demands of you, because it's one thing to say I pride myself in having a high EQ. What having a high EQ means literally, or at the daftest level, dumbest level, to some extent it means having the resilient peace and strength to stay open. Regardless, to stay open, and by staying open I mean to be vulnerable, regardless of knowing that someone or not even just someone, but people will take advantage of your vulnerability and you'll be hurt. But understanding that is also part of the process, understanding that falling over and over again, it's acceptable, but also having this self-resilience and the strength to stay open regardless of knowing that you'll be hurt. Now that's deep. Anyway, hope this video is not way too long. Again, guys, please go check out The Anatomy of Intimacy by Alicia Lockley. Definitely worth it. And she's actually a spoken word artist. For those who don't know spoken word, I don't know if I cannot certify that it's a religious thing, but it's basically poetry, like a skit of poetry. Definitely interesting. The word choices and whatever they put in is definitely worth your time. Anyway, hope you guys like this. If you liked, tickle the like button, subscribe for more. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.